Algebra 2, this is Chapter 6, Section 2. This is example 3 of 5. Now we've got to set up our equation first before we can graph it. So let's take a look at this and see what it might possibly end up being. So we want to find two real numbers whose sum is 4 and whose product is 5. Well, we could use two different variables, but that's not going to get us where we want. We need to deal with one variable. So we know that x could be one of our numbers, and we know the sum is 4. So the other number would be 4 minus x. Okay, because x plus 4 minus x would get us back to 4. So that's our little trick. And we know the product is 5. So if we take these two numbers and we multiply them, they should be equal to 5. So then we can use our distributive property. So this would be 4x. This would be minus x squared. And that's going to be equal to 5. And you can see that this is going to be a quadratic, so we just need to rearrange this. So I put the x squared terms first, so minus x squared, and notice that the a is negative, so this is going to be facing down, and it's going to have a maximum. And then we're going to have plus 4x. We move the 5 to the other side by subtracting it, so minus 5 is equal to 0. So we've got our quadratic in the right form. Now we're ready to graph it by plotting points again, because that's what we know. So I'm going to put the 0 in here and change colors here. So this is going to be 0 plus 0 minus 5. So that's going to be minus 5 right here. And then I'll try 1 and see what happens. Oops. We'll see. Move that down a little bit. Okay. So 1 would be negative 1 squared. It would be 1 plus 4 minus 5. So that's going to be minus 6 plus 4. So that's a minus 2. Okay, let's try a 2 here, see what happens. So that would be a negative 2 squared is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8, minus 5. So this is going to be minus 9 plus 8, so that's a minus 1. Again, these numbers are getting closer together, so I must be getting closer to my maximum. And it is a maximum in this case because it is facing down, remember, because it's got the negative on the front. Let's try the next number. So we'll try a 3 here. So negative 9, and 3 times 4 is 12, and then negative 5. So this is going to be negative 14 plus 12 is going to be a negative 2 again. And we'll try one more. So we make sure we've got the whole thing symmetric. So we'll go 4. So this is going to be negative 4 squared is 16. 4 times 4 is 16 minus 5. So 16 minus 16, this is minus 5. And you can see we've got our matching points, so we are symmetric. So 0, negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, negative 2. 2, negative 1. 3, negative 2. And 4, negative 5. And we have our parabola. Didn't even come close this time on making this look nice. Sorry about that. We'll just make that thicker right there. There we go. Okay, so there's our parabola, and we want to know what the solutions are. Solutions are where we cross our x-axis. We do not cross our x-axis at all. So there is no such number whose sum is 4. You can't find a number that you can add to 4 and multiply to get 5. And if you think about that logically, 1 times 4 is 4, or 1 plus 3 would be 4, but 1 times 3 is not going to get you near 5. 2 plus 2 is 4, and 2 times 2 is 4. That's about as close as you're going to get, right? So there's no place where we're going to be able to get this to work. So there's no such number is your answer. And you can write the empty set or say no such number exists.